Hi children, I'm back again. Today we are going to talk about basic trigonometry. We continue from our last video about math, okay? Last video on math about basic trigonometry. We are going to see the relationship, okay? Relationship between angles and sides, okay? Now, uh, in here we have some words that maybe are new to you. The words are new. We have words like hypotenuse and adjacent. Opposite is, okay, you know it. Side also, you know it. But hypotenuse or adjacent, okay? Now I'm going to put something here. I'm going to draw a figure here. Okay, so this is O, this is P, Q, and R here. We look at P, okay, OQ, and QOR, QOR are adjacent angles, okay, are adjacent angles. Okay, PQR and QOR are adjacent angle. This one here, POQ and QOR are adjacent angles. So what does adjacent here? Adjacent means side by side or near. This angle is near this one or side by side. Stand side by side with this one. So POQ is next to QOR. So the two angles stand side by side or near one another. That's the meaning of the word adjacent, okay? In this case, we're talking about these two angles here, POQ and QOR. They stand side by side or near one another. Okay, so that is the meaning of adjacent, okay? Adjacent. I erase this, then we go to our main topic today. Now, we look at this, okay, we'll give this number one, okay? This triangle here, we look at this here. Now, I put the word hypotenuse here, okay? Hypotenuse, we have opposite and we have adjacent, okay? Hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. Of course, you know the word opposite, okay? I believe you use it very often, okay? So, no problem with that. Now, hypotenuse means sloping, okay? In this case, we talk about this side here, sloping side, okay? Hypotenuse means sloping side. So from M to O is sloping, okay? You see this sloping side. So hypotenuse of this triangle here, okay? We talk about this triangle here, is MO, okay? MO is the hypotenuse or the sloping side. And the opposite, okay, the opposite side means opposite to that is we look at NO, okay? NO is the opposite side. And adjacent side, adjacent, I just explained to you, children, adjacent means side by side or near. They stand near one another, okay? Side by side, stand side by side. So adjacent side here is MN or MN is the adjacent side. It stands side by side with this sloping side and the opposite side, okay? Stand side by side with this one here, okay? So it is MN. So once again, adjacent means stand side by side or stand near, okay? Near. So this MN, the adjacent side, is near the sloping side, near the opposite side, NO. Okay? All right. Now, we move to this number two. This figure consists of two triangles in here, okay? Two triangles. And we have here angle M here, angle M is here. We talk about this angle M first. So angle M, for angle M here, I put here, okay, angle M, the hypotenuse or the sloping side is PS, okay, from P to S is the sloping side. Can you see this? It's sloping side. So we put here, for angle M, this angle here, hypotenuse is PS, okay, hypotenuse is PS, or the sloping side is PS. Now, what's the opposite side? Opposite of that. Now, we look here, we have RS here, okay? RS. So, the opposite side is RS, okay? We still with angle M. The opposite side is RS, this vertical side here, RS. And where is the adjacent side? Adjacent means stand side by side or near, okay? Near. The adjacent side is, we look at this side here, okay? From P to R, okay? From P all the way to R is the adjacent side. So we put here PR. All right? We go through this one more time, okay? For angle M, this angle M here, you can see it, angle M, the hypotenuse is, or the sloping side is PS, okay? PS. And the opposite side is RS, okay? Opposite. And the adjacent side, adjacent means side by side or near, okay? The adjacent side is PR, okay? So PR adjacent side, PS hypotenuse, RS is the opposite side, okay? Now we look at angle M, angle N, angle N here, okay? For angle N, our hypotenuse is, again, this sloping side here, okay? This sloping side. QS is our hypotenuse, okay? So let's put QS here. QS is hypotenuse from here to here, okay? Now, we look at the opposite side, okay? The opposite side, opposite of that, we have RS here, okay? RS. And the adjacent side, we have QR, okay? QR. Now, QR is the adjacent side. It stands side by side with this opposite side and then hypotenuse, okay? Stand side by side, okay? Okay. We go through this, okay, one more time. For this figure here, consists of two triangles. Okay, for angle M, we have angle M here. And okay, I want to remind you children, every time when you see a sign like this, okay, in here also, it means that is a right angle, okay? A right angle right angle is 90 degrees, okay? Below that, we call acute angle. And then above that, we call obtuse angle, okay? We will talk about that in our next videos, okay? Okay, we go through this one more time. Okay, we come back to number one. So, hypotenuse, okay? Our hypotenuse in here, or the sloping side in here is MO, okay? MO is the hypotenuse. And the opposite is NO, okay? If you look at it, this opposite, okay? And the adjacent side means side by side or near is MN, okay? This MN here. Okay, we come to the next figure. Consists of two triangles here. The angle M here for hypotenuse is PS. And the opposite is RS. S. Okay, once again, hypotenuse or sloping side is PS, and the opposite is RS, and the adjacent means near or side by side, is QR. Okay, QR from here to here. Okay, I mean P. Sorry, not QR. That's, we are talking about angle N. That's angle N. Okay, we are talking about angle N. So it should be from here. PR is the adjacent side. Okay, for angle N. Okay, now we look at angle N, which is in here. Angle N. Angle N, the hypotenuse is QS. This is the sloping side here, QS. And the opposite side is RS. Okay, RS is here. And the adjacent side is QR from here to here. Okay, that is for the adjacent side. Okay, now I'm going to erase this. Then we look at the other angles, but you can always go back to refresh your memory, okay? To study again. You can always go back to study again. Now we look at the angle, I put in here, angle PSR, okay? So PSR, I'll put here hypotenuse, and then opposite. And adjacent. Okay. And angle RSQ. Okay. Hypotenuse. And then opposite. And then adjacent. Okay. Okay. Now we look at angle PSR. Okay. So PSR. Okay. PSR. Now our hypotenuse is, okay, PS. All right. Hypotenuse is PS. Okay. And our opposite side, PR. Okay. PR here. And adjacent side is RS. Okay. And we look at the angle RSQ. So RSQ, this one here. Okay. RSQ. Our hypotenuse is QS. Okay, this one here. QS. And the adjacent side is RS. I mean PR. Oh no, this is here. QR, sorry. Not PR. QR. And the adjacent side is RS. Okay. Alright. Now we look at the angle PSR. So PSR. Our hypotenuse is PS. Okay. This sloping side PS. And the opposite side is here. PR is the opposite side. PR. Okay. Opposite side. PR. And the adjacent side is RS. Okay. RS is the adjacent side. Okay. When we look at angle PSR. Okay. Before we talk about angle N, we talk about angle N. Okay. Now we talk about angle PSR. Now we look at angle RSQ. So RSQ. Now our hypotenuse or our sloping side is QS. Okay, it's always there, QS, and the opposite side is QR. So from here to here. Okay, QR is our opposite side, and RS is the adjacent from here. RS is the adjacent. Adjacent once again means near or side by side. Side by side with this here, side by side with that one. Okay? One more time. Angle PSR. So angle PSR, the hypotenuse is PS. PS is always the sloping side. Okay? And the opposite side is PR. This one here, PR. Okay? We take it this opposite of this. Okay? Opposite of this. This is different, little bit different from when we talk about angle M, talk about angle N. Okay? And the adjacent side is RS. Okay? This RS is the side near this one and also near that one, or side by side with this, side by side with this. Okay? It is RS for the adjacent side when we talk about angle PSR. PSR. Okay? Now we look at angle RSQ. RSQ. Again, the sloping side is the hypotenuse. Okay? Or hypotenuse is the sloping side. So it is QS. It's always there. It's always safe. Okay? QS. And the opposite side, this time is QR. This is the opposite of when we talk about the angle N. Okay? So QR is the opposite side. Before was this one, right? RS. Now QS is the opposite side because we are talking about the angle RSQ. Now the opposite side is QR, and the adjacent side means near or side by side with. So side by side with this and with this is RS. Okay, here side by side with this, side by side with this, RS. All right, children. I hope you understand this. The names, especially the names. Okay, names of the words, new words here, hypotenuse and adjacent, and you know how to apply them in here. This kind of these figures, these triangles, and also the relationship between the angles and the sides. I hope you understand this. You learned something good today. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for me for those who haven't yet, and press the like button. Thank you very much.